Well, it looks like a pretty decent week in GTA Online with quite a few discounts, so let's take a look at what's actually worth grabbing from the updates released Thursday the 16th of March 2023. Starting with vehicles, and we have the Sparrow, which is normally $1,815,000, but is on sale this week at 50% off, bringing it down to $907,500. It's a two-seater heli that tops out about 153 mile an hour or about 264 k's, and this thing's fast, but it's not terribly responsive, which can be a bit frustrating. Is it worth the effort though? Well, not really. It's just a bit ordinary all round and doesn't serve much of a purpose anymore. Honestly, leave it. Next up, we have the Miljet, which is normally $1,700,000, but is on sale this week at 25% off, bringing it down to $1,275,000. Miljet's a 16-seater plane that tops out around 161 miles an hour, about 258 k's. This thing's fast, but it's really slow to respond, and it doesn't maneuver well at all, making it pretty challenging to master. So is it worth the money? Well, look, if you have a big crew or like doing public lobby challenges, sure, but it's a no for me. I learned my lesson with the festival bus. Moving on to the Tyrant, which is normally $2,515,000, but is on sale this week at 25% off, bringing it down to $1,900. The Tyrant's a two-seater, rear-wheel drive, 6-speed supercar that tops out around 127 miles per hour or around 203 k's. This thing is fast and it pulls reasonably hard. Handles like it's on rails too, making it an absolutely brilliant drive. Is it worth it though? I mean, it's not a bad supercar, but it's not a particularly good one either. My vote is to skip it. Let's take a look at the Taipan, which normally is around $2 million, but is on sale this week at 25% off, bringing it down to a touch under $1,500. The Taipan's a two-seater, rear-wheel drive 6-speed supercar that tops out around 126 mile an hour or about 202 k's. This thing's fast, like really fast, and it pulls reasonably hard too. The Taipan handles like it's on rails, making it a brilliant drive. But should you grab it? Nah, honestly, look, it's not a terrible car, but it's not brilliant either. It's certainly not a standout, so I'd leave it alone. Flipping over to the Ruston, which is normally $430,000, but is on sale this week at 50% off, bringing it down to $215,000. It's a two-seater, rear-wheel drive 5-speed that tops out around 116 miles per hour or about 186 k's. This thing's pretty quick for what it is, and it pulls reasonably hard too. The handling on the Ruston's pretty damn good, making it a nice drive. So is it worth the money? Yeah, absolutely. It's a great piece of kit, and it's a super cheap way to go really fast. Let's have a look at the Brickade 6x6, which is normally $1,450,000, but is on sale this week at 30% off, bringing it down to a touch over $1 million. The Brickade 6x6 is a 6-seater, all-wheel drive, 5-speed service vehicle. It's a brilliant unit, but you should not buy it. You get one free when you complete the first dose missions, so do not waste your money. Over to the Weaponized Tampa, which is normally $2,108,000, but is on sale this week at 25% off, bringing it down to a touch under $1,600. It's a two-seater, all-wheel drive, 4-speed muscle car that tops out at around 112 miles per hour or 179 k's. And this thing's pretty quick for what it is, and it pulls reasonably hard too. The handling on the Weaponized Tampa lets it down a fair bit, but that's really not what it's for. So, should you grab it? Well, actually, yeah, without a doubt if you've done the research. It's a good unit, and chances are you'll need it at some point, so definitely worth investing in. And the final vehicle is the Beta Dukes, which is normally $378,000, but is on sale this week at 50% off, bringing it down to $189,000. The Beta Dukes is a two-seater, rear-wheel drive, 5-speed muscle car that tops out around 112 miles per hour or about 180 k's. It's pretty quick for what it is, and it gets up to speed reasonably quickly. The handling on the Beta Dukes does let it down a fair bit, making it a bit of a challenge to drive on regular roads. Is it worth getting though? Look, normally I'd say yes, but the Duke of Death is free, and it's exactly the same car, just armoured. So no to the Beta, yes to the Death. Next up, weapons. Some of the thrown weapons, grenades and pipe bombs, are on sale at 30% off this week, and look, I burned through these at a rate of knots, so yeah, load up. And finally, the jerry can is a few bob off too, bringing it down to $70. I don't use this thing often, but it is cheap fun, so yeah, grab it. A quick mention too, the Last Dose DLC is up, which is a series of 5 missions. The Eudora has dropped 2, and we already have posted a review on that one. The Virtue is now available to GTA Plus members free, so definitely grab that, but you should feel deep shame when you do, because you're the reason we will have season passes on GTA 6. In the meantime, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.